When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can seem intense. Like breakup R&B intense.
I thought you said you loved the sweater that I got you. If you didn't, you could have told me.
Geico makes it easy. Just go to Geico.com anytime to update or check your policy without all the extra drama.
I even had a gift receipt.
You're listening to Rockers in Recovery Radio. If you'd like to find out more information, go to rockersinrecovery.com or Rockers in Recovery on Facebook. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Hey, John Hollis with Rockers in Recovery. Welcome to the show today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Rockers in Recovery Media is dedicated to carrying the message of addiction recovery through music, news, events, and festivals taking place within and not limited to the clean and sober communities. We do this all over the United States. You can find out more information at rockersinrecovery.com or Rockers, of course, on Facebook. And we have a great show in store for you today. We have Dr. Jessica with us, and Dr. Jessica is with Rehab Nexus, and she does a lot of great stuff, and I'm going to let her tell you about that, and we're going to bring her on right now. Dr. Jessica, how you doing this morning? How are you this morning, Dr. Jessica?
Hi there, John. Can you hear me?
Sure can.
Hello? Oh, thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Glad that you're on the show with us. Want to start out with the obvious question: Who is Dr. Jessica? What are you about? What do you do?
Well, I will try my best to make it pretty brief. But I guess the best way to describe who I am is somebody who is driven and very passionate about helping people change their lives, helping people gain a new perspective of the way that their life is, the way that they think about things, the way that they think about themselves. And I've been doing this for many years. And in addition, gone through my own experiences. So I'm very open and I share my story with my patients. So it really makes for a very good approach in the sense of there's a team approach that I do. I'm very hands-on. I love going to my patients and being in the environment that makes them comfortable, and really just a lot of different empowering exercises, cognitively and behaviorally, that I utilize.
Okay. And let me ask you, as far as Rehab Nexus and what you do there, you're the clinical director, is that correct?
Correct.
And what is the whole purpose? Because it is definitely about changing behaviors and doing all of that. What is the model that you use there?
Basically, you heard me mention before cognitive and behavioral. There's a lot of different components that come from the method of really changing the wiring of the mind and really unwiring any unhealthy belief systems, unhealthy thoughts and perspectives that really contaminate someone's lifestyle, contaminate someone's ability to cope and problem solve, and then be able to rewire through cognitive processes, but also through behavioral methods. And because there's a very big push for positivity and empowerment, solution-focused models are also utilized to really point out and focus on what is working in their life, when are things going well, being able to really think forward of things being in a place that they would be able to see healing, resolution, so that they can begin to empower themselves to create these goals. And what we do is we incorporate in the behavioral component so many different metaphorical activities that really allow individuals to learn how to relax themselves and cope in different ways and push through resistance. Wow. A lot of different activities are brought into the center.
And this is an outpatient basis program, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And one of the things that's currently going on, and I'm sure that you're aware of it, everybody's aware of it, Dade County alone in August had 273 overdoses from heroin and fentanyl overdoses. And what are some of the things that you're committed to for helping the epidemic that's going on in our country right now?
I think, one of the things that's really important is being able to provide opportunities for young kids, for adults, to know that there are places to go for help that really incorporate the understanding of what's happening, but with so many educational components of alternative methods to handle stress, alternative methods to learning, alternative methods to being in relationships and handling those kind of issues. I think really focusing on the balance of physical wellness, the way that we treat ourselves contributes to a lot of the lack of self-worth and low self-esteem that we're finding is really a cause that leads people into really negative paths based on poor judgment, based on even eating and sleeping patterns that are not monitored. So really starting from the basics of empowering people to understand the wellness piece of it, and then incorporating spirituality, giving them a really strong foundation. And it's, again, you heard me say start from the basics. That's because we need to break things down into very simple tasks. We need to be able to accomplish those tasks piece by piece and then begin to expand. And so when people are in that kind of environment, there's so much empowerment that takes place. And then those individuals are able to attract that type of lifestyle, attract that type of support for other people. And so I see it as a domino effect and it expanding from there.
It's ravaging, across the country, and the outlook, of course, can be very bleak. One of the things that I look at today is that we, all work together. If everybody's working together on a committed process to end it, I think it can take place. One of the things that is happening also is the pain end of it. There are people that actually have become addicted to opioids through injury. So yes. What do you say to a person that had an injury, they were put on medication by a doctor that really didn't know what was the end result of them getting on it, because now they've stopped, they can't afford to take the medication, they've lost their insurances or whatever it may be, and now they're going to the corner for heroin. What do you say to somebody with a pain issue and how they could get help or what they should be doing?
Well, it's definitely a very difficult position. It's, just to acknowledge that the unease of it is really difficult, but it's not impossible. And so there's plenty of research out there that shows how powerful our mind is, and that our mind does have the ability not to completely cure things and heal things 100%, but it has the ability to significantly improve the way of life for us, the way that we feel. And again, I mentioned some things earlier about the way that we take care of ourselves and the way that we think. We don't realize how powerful our mind is. And so when we're constantly focused and hyper-focused on the pain and the misery and any kind of hopeless or helplessness type feeling, what happens is we release chemicals from our brain that continue to disarm the dopamine center. That really is what allows us to feel that reinforcement for the behavior to continue. So because of that, what we do is, again, we find alternative methods to be able to release the chemicals that we need from our own brain to start that healing process, to give us the endorphins that we need, to give us the ability to improve the muscles in our mind that help us become more positive. And so with, again, small little tasks, with cognitive changes, with certain behavioral changes, with lifestyle and diet changes, all of those things can absolutely dramatically improve the way that somebody is able to live, and with a very reduced amount of pain.
Great stuff. Also, I want to talk about your aspect of what you do, because you also have a personal aspect of this too, as far as you do your own counseling and things like that. Can you tell us a little bit how that began for you and how long you've been doing that?
Basically, I have, for over 20 years, I've actually been in the field in a variety of areas, from school systems to working with social services for many, many, many years, going into the roots, working with a variety of different populations, working in group practices. And basically what I began to realize is throughout all my experiences in working in this field, working in the mental health area, I picked, like as if it was a buffet, I picked up little things that I really liked about the way to provide services, the way to really make the most effective treatment plans so that people are able to empower themselves and begin to work on their own. And I realized, not doing well with authority, I really need to be my own boss. I need to have my own company, set my own hours, not be micromanaged, and really be completely authentic and go out there and take all the education that I have and all the experience that I have and put it to use in the way that I know best from everything that I've done. And what I really realized is it's really incredible when you are told from early on that you're not really going to be able to make it and you're not really school material and your life is being filled with doubt, and how you can take that and use that as motivation to drive you even further. And with a variety of layoffs time after time in the social service industry and in the school system, finally had a push to give me the force of making my own living and having to do this, and realizing that trusting in myself and knowing all the struggles and tragedies I've already gone through and survived and pushed through, that this is just another piece that my life had set me up for. So I went through it and really began to realize how effective it is for my treatment to go into homes, go into work offices, going into environments such as yoga studios, going into parks, restaurants if need be, but basically allowing the person to feel more at ease, as if there's not a problem, this is not a disease, this is not a very negative internalized experience. Instead, I want it to be more empowering and a positive approach on what are we enhancing and what are we increasing. And as I continue to see how effective it was, it just really helped me launch what I do into different areas. And so I've been on TV a couple times helping women become less addicted to food and less addicted to feeling victimized and all of these different issues that had suppressed a group of women to begin to learn new lifestyle with eating, with physical activity, and then most importantly, how to really rewire our brain and live in a very empowering and positive way of life.
Perfect stuff. Rehab Nexus, Dr. Jessica, and we want to thank you for tuning in to the show today. You can reach out to, of course, Rehab Nexus by going to rehabnexus.com. You can also call 954-800-0365. Dr. Jessica, thank you for being on the show today. Thank you to the listeners. Everybody have a safe, sober, and healthy day. God bless to everybody.
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
Run to Old Navy to treat yourself with up to 40% off store-wide on fall's best dresses, cozy sweaters, and must-have jeans. Talk about a treat. Save up to 40% off at Old Navy or OldNavy.com. Run to Old Navy today. Valid 10/23 to 11/1. Select styles only.
The new COVID-19 vaccine is now available. The Fulton County Board of Health has updated COVID booster shots and flu vaccines to fight the latest variants of each illness. Remember, vaccines work. We've done an excellent job of staying up to date on vaccines, reducing the number of illnesses in our community. Continue to protect yourself and others by making an appointment at the nearest Board of Health location. The Fulton County Board of Health is here to serve you. Stay current. Visit FultonCountyBOH.com or call 770-520-7500 for more info.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, oh, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.